Hari Om Tat Sat. Welcome to Swami Jyotirmayananda Society, our journey to self-realization. Please subscribe our channel for the mystical meanings of the scriptures and to enjoy daily satsang. We are currently exploring the book Yoga Essays for Self-Improvement, authored by Swami Jyotirmayananda Maharaj, narrated by myself, Swami Nikhilananda. Today's chapter is Live in God. Your personality exists in the world of time and space, but the self, which is your essential nature, is beyond this world process. Deep within is a hunger for discovering your own self, unaffected by the world of time and space. Most people are caught in the illusion of time and space. But this inner urge is masked by avidya or ignorance and thereby refracted into numerous desires, although the ultimate desire is to abide in the self. You exist in the world of time in order to discover the timeless fruit of immortality. Even though your physical body is finite, you are constantly endeavoring to reach out to infinity. All your efforts and actions belong to the world of names and forms, while your goal lies in the divine self, wherein all illusions of the world process are transcended, even the names and forms. How can it be possible to hold immortality in hands that are perishable? How can you realize infinity in a world of finite objects? The answer to these philosophical questions is the secret of spiritual life. Through numerous embodiments, you have wandered in this world process seeking peace, happiness, and freedom, but so far you have not found fulfillment, and that's the reason that we keep getting born again and again. As long as you continue along the same path, pursuing the desires of your mind, you will not find what you are looking for, even in a million embodiments. The plain fact is that the world is a passing phase and not a reality. The truth of human existence is Brahman, the absolute self. Yet, you exist in this perishable world. So, as long as intuitive knowledge of the self does not dawn, you need to discipline your steps, integrate your personality, harmonize your life, and battle against the forces of darkness arising out of the unenlightened parts of your mind. So, just as a mountain climber struggles to reach the summit and behold the expansive view, an aspirant struggles to climb the height of wisdom in order to behold the expansion of the self. The struggles of the mountain climber do not create the ever present expansive view. Similarly, all human efforts and activities do not create liberation, the essential reality in every human being. So, although the inner expansion of the self is ever unmarred by the drifting clouds of illusion, one must strive to realize it. This is spiritual discipline or sadhana. Learn to be an aspirant, one who lives for attaining self realization. Be a hero in the battle of life who is ever engaged in vanquishing the dark forces that continue to rage day by day in the depths of the heart. Life is constant sadhana. So live a life like that, purity, and discover the endless glories of the self. Different mountain climbers reach the same summit by adopting different routes. Each encounter different obstacles and has different experiences. But once the top is reached, all behold the same expansion of nature and experience the same delight of accomplishment. In the same way, aspirants who live through different conditions of life and work for different objectives in the world of time and space ultimately reach the same goal, wherein there is intuitive knowledge of the non dual self. develop vairagya or dispassion. By good association and study of scriptures, an aspirant develops vairagya or dispassion towards the objects of the world. He ponders over the great utterance of Lord Krishna, Anityam lokam imam prapya bhajaswamam. Having attained this fleeting world abounding with pain, turn your mind to me with a spirit of devotion and surrender. Also, an aspirant remembers the Upanishad statement, Yovai Bhuma Tat Sukham Na Alpam Sukhamasti, meaning in that which is infinite alone lies bliss. There is no happiness in the finite. And he recalls the glowing embers of dispassion proceeding from the lips of Lord Jesus when he said, The foxes have holes and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head. For a man in whom the fire of aspiration has been kindled, the world with all its glorious objects and tantalizing pleasures becomes as significant, as insignificant as the stars at sunrise. So, as soon as the sunrise or rises, all the stars and the moon fade away. Much in the same way, with the light of the self, all this illusion of glories of the world are gone. Serve the self in all. Guard against the illusion of entering into inertia in the name of Vairagya. As your mind becomes free from the burden of attachments, you will be able to love the divine self in all human beings. By so doing, your personality will become a channel of divine activity that flows like a sparkling stream of joy. Take delight in serving the sick and the afflicted in whatever manner possible. Be a zealous and boundless source of activity that promotes understanding, happiness, and harmony in the world. As your heart expands and your egoistic complexes dissolve, you will find yourself a member of the family of the universe, and every action will become an expression of love. Your actions will no longer create tension in your mind and be a burden for your soul. Rather, they will be like a warm breeze, awakening the buds to bloom in the quiet hours of dawn. Integrate your personality. Adopt a plan of integral yoga in your daily life. Study the Upanishads, the Gita, and other yogic scriptures. Listen to the teachings of your spiritual preceptor or guru. Learn the art of spiritual inquiry. This is called Jnana Yoga, the path of wisdom. Along with efforts to sharpen your reason, you must also acquire an abundance of willpower by the practice of concentration and meditation as outlined in the Raja Yoga Sutras. Nor should you ignore the emotional aspect of your being. Your feelings are cultured by Bhakti Yoga, the path of devotion. Discover the sweetness of divine love that is latent in every human being. Repeat the divine name with feeling and understanding. By surrendering to the divine self and serving God in others, you are practicing karma yoga. By cultivating a blend of wisdom, meditation, devotion, and action in your daily life, such a balance is brought about that you will ascend the heights of yoga in a very short time. Adapt and adjust to the varying conditions and different types of people encountered in your daily life. Be cheerful towards those who stand above you on the loftier levels of evolution. Be friendly towards those whose struggles and attainments are similar to yours. Be compassionate towards those who walk with feeble steps on the ladder of life and are inferior to you in their accomplishments. But be indifferent to those who, out of ignorance and mental perversion, have yielded to the demoniac qualities of violence, greed, and falsehood. Throughout the art of yoga, you can turn every day of your life into a day of festivity. Let each day bring forth new vision. Let each day unfold this spiritual understanding. You are not a slave to circumstances, you are their master and creator. You are not a captive in the world of time and space. You are the director and controller of this prison called the world process. Such is the power of the self. Discover each day a hidden glory of your own innermost self. Enjoy each day the breeze of increasing spiritual expansion. Swim each day in the stream of divine love. Drink each day the nectar of meditation and samadhi. Feed each day on the words of wisdom. Roam each day in the gardens of spiritual scriptures. Climb each day the heights of spiritual consciousness. You have before you the golden road of yoga that leads you to liberation. So, this is not just a hearsay, it can be done, it has been done by enlightened sages, and now they are sharing these deep mysteries with you and me, so we can also benefit from this holy journey towards liberation. Therefore, be a fully blossomed yogi and rest blissfully in your own essential nature, wherein the form of time is hushed before the majesty of the eternal self. May God bless you. So, with this, we conclude our chapter for today. And in tomorrow's satsanga, we are picking up a very profound topic that is affecting almost the entire world now, much more so today than when Swamiji had written this chapter. It is how to develop mental health. People are becoming more and more aware of their mental health, and taking care of it is, as, if not as much, more important than the physical health. So, tomorrow we will discuss this. Please tune in. Hari Om Tat Sat.